A very good afternoon, one and all. Today we start with our lecture number 5, model number 2. We are going to the concept of mutual information and channel capacity. So in this lecture, we are defined the concept of mutual information and channel capacity, how the channel capacity is related to the mutual information, and first we define the mutual information, then channel capacity, then in mutual information we define its properties and how the conditional probability, joint probability, as well as the various terms which is related to this mutual information. So first we start with the mutual information. So what is meant by mutual information? So it is defined as the amount of information transfer where xi is transmitted and yi is received. So we can write down the definition. It is defined as amount of information transferred where xi, small xi, is transmitted and yi is received. So that is the definition of your mutual information. So it is defined as the amount of information is transferred where xi is transmitted and yi is received. So in previous we only one symbol is transmitted, but here when xi is transmitted then we get a yi is received. So we can write in numerical format capital I, which represent the information, xi yj, so log to the base 2 the probability of xi. This is a conditional probability. When we transmitted xi symbol we get a yi symbol, so that is p of xi. So this is we can say that this is a conditional probability. What is the condition? If we are transmitted xi, that time we get a yi, so that is a conditional probability. So again we define the average information, average mutual information. So average mutual information, which is represented by capital I x I into capital Y, and its unit bits per symbol. That is a unit to measure the average information, and which is defined by as a amount of source information gain per received symbol. That is called as your average information. So average information mathematically can be given capital I, which is denoted mutual average information, Ix summation I equal to n summation j equal to m probability of xi into probability of j I into xi into yj. So we can put the value of this from equation number 1. So we can get the mutual average information in terms of the entropy. So summation I equal to 1 into n summation j equal to m probability of xi probability of yj log to the base 2 conditional probability xi into yi probability of xi. So this is an equation in terms of the entropy where the average mutual information can be calculated. Now then we see the properties of mutual information. So you can write down the properties of mutual information. So properties of mutual information. First property, mutual information is symmetrical. Mutual information is symmetrical. So we can write in mathematical format, means I equal to x, I is equal to I y of x. So that is a symmetrical property. Then second property, mutual information is always non-negative. So mutual information is always non-negative. Non-negative means it is a positive. So in mathematically we can say that mutual information of xi is greater than or equal greater than 0 or greater than 0. Okay, so that is the meaning of second property. Then we go to the third property. Mutual information can be expressed in terms of entropy. So third property says that your mutual information can be expressed. Mutual information can be expressed in terms of entropies. Okay, so we can write down the mutual information can be expressed in terms of entropies. I equal to h of x into h of x y. So this is a, you can say it is a conditional entropy, or h of y is equal to minus h of y into x. So this is a mutual information which can be defined in terms of the entropies. Fourth property, mutual information related to joint entropy. So mutual information can be expressed or related to the joint entropy. So that is the meaning. So we can write in mathematical format h of x plus h of y minus h of xy. So this is an equation which defines the relation between mutual information, how is related to the joint entropy. Now then go to the concept of channel capacity. So it is a most remarkable landmark in information theory, we can say that how the channel will be transmitted information in how much amount or how much capacity of a channel to carry the data in 3G or 2G and 4G or upcoming in 5G. So we can say that the channel capacity so it is a, we can say that it is a fundamental landmark of information theory. Fundamental landmark in information theory. Suppose there is a channel it transmit X symbol and we get the output is Y. So my input is X and we are getting a output Y. So transition probability getting Y, that is to X, this is the transition probability. So we can write how the mutual information is related to the transition probability. So I is equal to X into Y, H of X minus H into X comma Y. So in previous equation we already see how the mutual information is represented in terms of entropy. So this gives the uncertainty about the X, and this represents uncertainty of X when Y is observed. So we can say that this is a conditional probability or conditional entropy which would be defined. Okay, and this is a define the uncertainty of X. We can also write this mutual information in terms of Y comma X. So this is the second equation. We can say that the mutual information. So it will be mutual information is more. It is observed that the channel is very good high capacity. So we can define the channel capacity in terms of the mutual information, that is C, capacity denoted by C, maximum probability of X is equal to maximum mutual information, that is the channel capacity, and unit for its bits per symbol. So we can represent the maximum channel capacity is terms of the maximum mutual information. So this is an represent, we can say that the maximum overall input probability distribution, which gives the maximum probability distribution, and it gives the maximum of the mutual information. between input the input X and output Y. So we can say that the channel capacity can be represented in terms of the maximum mutual information. Okay, and this equation, which is given by a very famous scientist, that is Claude E. Shannon. This is to be remembered in exam point of view, general knowledge, general quiz, which will be asked, and this is called as the father of information theory, which gives the channel capacity theorem. Will be seen next lecture. Father of information theory. This denotes the maximum rate at which information can be transmitted over the channel. So this equation which gives at which maximum rate the information will be transmitted over a channel, and this can be explained by the Claude E. Shannon, which is called as the father of information theory. And this overall theory will be given the paper which is published, the mathematical theory of communication, which is given by Claude Shannon. So this theory, which will be explained in the paper article, this is an article which is published by the Claude Shannon. So in this lecture we have studied about the basic of mutual information, its properties, how the mutual information is related to the channel capacity by this equation, and how at which rate the channel can be transmitted, the amount of information that can be explained with the help of this channel capacity. And next lecture we see the Shannon-Hadley channel capacity theorem as well as its properties and these things. So we can stop here. Thank you.